Okay, I guess this is the day where it all starts because I have nothing else to do, and um, fuck, my brain's gonna explode. So, over the last 4 to 5 years, I've had a series of observations, of which for this channel I want to use for my own story and my personal narrative, brand, etc., but more so to share some of these ideas for myself, whether it goes new or not. But it's just kind of been saying it's like an internal archive in my head, in my notes, on my screens, of which compound increasingly so day by day by day. And within these observations, these are things that, for better or worse, have just taken their own mainstream spin. And when I say mainstream, I don't mean exactly through mainstream media, because that on its own is masked, filtered, has its internal biases, and is used to spew whatever you call it, propaganda, to benefit itself and to control and sway the society's views, beliefs, and understandings in its own ways, of which, while it's been a failure for the human race, it's been a total success for itself, the machine, the bureaucracy, those in power, etc. So, yeah, I'm taking this as an introductory note for this channel, or whatever it's called. Which from here on out, I want to put forth a kind of list of episodes or talks, briefly on a series, like mini topics on what's going on in the world. Whether it's more or less focus on, I keep renaming it over time. I'm like, oh, whether it's the Matrix or the decline of the West, the the decline of the white world, etc., or whatever else it may be called. But at that, the ability to just sit down and record myself and or record my thoughts and be able to share it out again, whether or not it's become mainstream. I mean, there's a lot of new talking heads who had their own platforms for whatever else it was used and are now kind of going this way. Great, sure, people call it the Great Awakening, whatever else. At the end of the day, it's all a fucking simulated dialectic. Everything that is happening right now is happening for the given reason, by design, etc., etc., etc. So when people wake up, that's people in power purposely. It's not like it's out of nowhere. People are like, oh, there's this great awakening. It's like, well, no, they're allowing you to they turn up the heat, but they don't want the heat to boil too fast, too high, too hot, etc., where the frogs jump out of the pot of which is boiling, let's say, or the crab is in a bucket. They don't, one or two crabs can come out, but if all the crabs come out, that's bad. So who knows? And if a huge revolt or revolution, whatever you call it, does take place, again, it's all by design. They wanted this to take place. They wanted death, despair, division, riots, fighting, killing of one another, of humans against other humans, etc. It's all planned and simulated happenings that take place. And in the inverse, if it doesn't take place, that's exactly why it's happening. So the biggest thing that people need to understand, or rather to realize, is right, to have this realization that's like, yo, I should not and cannot and will not fall forth to let's say the powers that be and what they want to happen. Instead, I should almost go the opposite way. I mean, the best case would be to just disappear from the system entirely, but that's getting increasingly more difficult. But this is just a note on its own, of which I'm not sure how I want to create an overlay, because in our content consumption, dopamine filled, addicted, short attention span society, I don't know if I can put together some like AI video backprint, which I don't know how to even do right now, or do I just use my car videos as a kind of a backprint, which it's not related. So I don't know. That was my idea at first. This is how I want to start the channel, to use like just car POV and just talk over it. But I find talking while driving is one great thing, but then there's other distractions to that. But being able to sit down at home or wherever I may be in a quiet space tends to lead me to better thinking or less distractions at that, and being able to pause and all the rest, and without having to risk myself, getting T-boned by, I won't even say it, but getting into some sort of accident or whatever else, and all the other distractions that come with being outdoors in the machine, on the road, in the server, etc. So this would be the start then to where I put my voice notes moving forth.